Have you ever felt the pain of someone you care about not paying attention to you? It's like they don't care about your feelings and treat you like you don't matter. They never seem to think about your needs, even if you love and care for them a lot. But what if there was a way to change this, to make them value and put you first? In this video, we'll reveal 5 important rules to become someone who's really interesting and who others truly want to be around. Each rule is very important, so we suggest you watch the whole video to see why each one is vital for improving your relationships. Now let's get started. Rule 1. Keep some things to yourself and be a bit mysterious. The idea of not knowing everything about you is attractive, and this mystery can make you powerful. As Seneca said, to be everywhere is to be nowhere. Be present, but keep a sense of mystery, like a book with some hidden chapters. Let others discover more about you slowly, in a thoughtful way. Share pieces of your life over time, letting them become interested and curious about you. This way, your personality becomes like a puzzle they want to solve, making them even more excited to explore your character. Think about Cleopatra, the famous historical figure. She wasn't just attractive and powerful, she was also mysterious. She kept her thoughts and reasons hidden, making people very curious about her. If you want to get people's attention, be surprising and take different paths through new and unfamiliar areas. This will draw them in and make them want to understand you better. Don't reveal everything about yourself right away. Let them explore and be a part of your journey. In simple terms, don't show everything about your life to everyone. Instead, think of your life like a book with many chapters. Each chapter reveals a bit more about the interesting person you are. By keeping some things mysterious, you become more attractive, and others will want to know more about you. Rule 2. Make people afraid of losing you. People often don't appreciate what's easy to get, but they care more when there's a chance of losing it. Imagine yourself as someone they can't replace, and if you were gone, they'd miss you a lot. You're not just one of many options, you're very important to them. How can you make them feel that way? By being independent and able to take care of yourself. Your life is interesting and fulfilling on its own, even without them in it. This makes them want to be a part of your life because they see it as a special opportunity, not something they expect. This idea is similar to a philosophy that says you can control your thinking, even if you can't control everything else around you. Understand this, and you'll feel stronger. Your power comes from being independent and having an interesting life. People will see you as someone important, not just another person seeking their attention. They'll make an effort to keep you in their life. You don't need to chase or beg for their attention. They should be the ones trying to get your attention. So make them a bit worried about losing you. Let them actively want to be a part of your life and see you as something valuable. Let's look at how Steve Jobs and Steve Wozniak worked together at the start of Apple as an example. Wozniak was really good at engineering and played a big role in making the first Apple computers. His technical skills and creative ideas helped Apple succeed early on. Jobs saw how special Wozniak's talents were and how important he was to their project. Jobs didn't just work with Wozniak, but he also helped and highlighted Wozniak's work in their teamwork. Wozniak was not just a partner, he was really important. If he wasn't there, it would have been a big problem for Jobs and Apple. This shows how vital it is to notice and appreciate what each person brings to the team, making yourself someone they can't replace in any group project. Rule 3. Make your own happiness. This means believing that real happiness comes from inside you. It's about being confident and independent, which naturally makes you more attractive. Instead of depending on others to make you happy, you find fulfillment on your own. Being confident and happy on your own makes you more attractive. People are naturally attracted to those who are positive and sure of themselves. When you find joy inside yourself, you become like a shining light that inspires others. When you make your own happiness, it shows that you're not looking for someone else to make you feel complete. You're already a happy and complete person on your own. This is attractive because it doesn't make others responsible for your happiness. Instead, you want to share the happiness you have with others and make their lives better. This makes your presence very attractive, shining with positivity and confidence that naturally attracts people to you. Seneca once said, "True happiness is when you enjoy the present and don't worry too much about the future." This means you can make yourself happy. Think about Theodore Roosevelt. Even if he had a lot of problems, like losing his wife and mother on the same day, he knew how to make himself happy. He lived a strong and active life, doing things like boxing and helping others. His happiness and energy came from inside, not from what others thought. This made him a popular leader. He could be happy and find meaning in himself even when things were tough. That's why he's an impressive historical figure, showing how strong it is to make your own happiness. Rule 4, make yourself valuable and let others invest in you. Know that you're special, like a precious gem that others should want to have. Your worth isn't just about being around. It's about being an important and intentional part of someone's life. Remember, when something is easy to get, it's not always appreciated. Real appreciation comes from putting in effort and being committed. As people spend their time, emotions, and energy on you, their connection to you becomes stronger. You change from being someone they barely liked to becoming someone they really care about. Your job isn't to beg for their attention or love. Instead, it's to prove that you bring something valuable to their life, something worth their genuine interest. Let them choose to invest in you, so your presence becomes a valued part of their life, and they won't want to let you go. Seneca said, "To make a precious stone shine, you have to rub it, and to make a person better, they need to face difficulties." This shows how your worth isn't just about existing, but about being wanted and working to improve. Think about the story of Alexander the Great and his teacher Aristotle. Aristotle was not just any teacher to the young prince. He was like a bright light of knowledge and smart thinking, which was really important for ruling an empire. Alexander, who was known for being very ambitious and smart, understood how valuable Aristotle's teachings were. He spent a lot of time and effort learning from him. It wasn't a regular student-teacher relationship. It was a close relationship where the student saw the teacher as a really important resource, like a treasure chest of wisdom. Aristotle didn't make it easy for Alexander to learn. He made it a challenging journey to gain wisdom, and that's what made Aristotle's teachings so important for Alexander's greatness. Rule 5, make sure your needs come first. This rule says it's super important to think about what you need and how you feel in any relationship. You should always know your own worth and avoid being in situations where you're not valued or treated well. You understand how important you are, and you won't accept anything less than what you deserve. Your happiness and feeling good about yourself should never be something you give up, especially not for someone who doesn't treat you right. When you put yourself and your happiness first, you're showing that you won't let anyone make you feel small or less important. In any relationship, you are equal, and your feelings matter a lot. You're not here to be pushed aside or seek approval from others. Your aim is to have good, respectful relationships that are based on respecting yourself. When you stand up for yourself, you become more influential in anyone's life. Basically, this rule reminds you that your happiness and self-respect are super important and should always be your main focus. It's about putting your own dreams and interests at the top of your list. To put it in simpler words, like Marcus Aurelius once said, "What bothers people are not the things that happen, but how they think about them." You can be strong inside by knowing your value and standing firm, even when things are tough. Let's think about the old Roman leader Lucius Quinctius Cincinnatus, who did something very important. Even though he had power and success, he chose to leave all of that and go back to his simple life when his job was done. He stayed true to what he believed and showed a lot of self-respect by not getting caught up in his power. He focused on what was really important to him, showing how important it is to stick to your values and self-respect. By following these 5 rules, you can make yourself more valuable and ensure that you are treated with the respect and appreciation you deserve. Remember, your happiness and self-worth come first. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for daily, straightforward, and honest advice. Until next time. Until next.